Okay, so just recently, Lil Durk and 5 other people get arrested by the feds for a murder for hire charge, which left Quando Rondo's cousin Lul Pab dead. Mm-hmm. So I went through the paperwork carefully, page by page, not only in Lil Durk's indictment, but also the 5 other guys that got indicted. And I went through it piece by piece. So this is the story that the feds lay out. So on August 18th, 2022, which is one day before the murder, OTF members learned that Quando Rondo was staying at a hotel in L.A. from a longtime OTF affiliate, co-conspirator 4. So his name is being, secret, which probably means he's cooperating to a certain degree. Mm-hmm. Without naming any names, do you think you know who co-conspirator 4 is? Because this is the person who backdoored Quando.
Yeah, nah.
I'm not going to ask you who it is. I'm just going to ask you, do you think you know who it is?
Nah, I don't think I know. Because I don't really know them guys.
Okay. Well, as soon as they find out where Quando Rondo's staying, they booked a one-way flight, which had OTF Didi, OTF Boogie, Flocka, Brown Eyes, and co-conspirator 2. They had one-way plane tickets from Chicago to San Diego, and it was paid by a credit card by someone associated with OTF. A number that they say is associated with Lil Durk sent a text message to the person booking the tickets that said, "Don't book no flights under no names involving me." Which, of course, they end up booking a flight with a credit card involving him. The same day those 5 guys got flown out, Lil Durk and OTF Vonnie flew in a private plane from Miami to Los Angeles. According to the paperwork, OTF Vonnie rented and paid for a room at the Sheraton Universal Hotel using a credit card in Durk's name. And at that hotel, Flocka, Brown Eyes, Didi, Boogie, and co-conspirator 2 all stayed at this hotel. Right around the same time, OTF Vonnie gets a white BMW from a rental company and a white Infiniti with fake license plates. Vonnie also goes to a sporting goods store where he buys 4 ski masks.
Damn.
And, not only did they have the purchase of the 4 ski masks, but the car he was driving, because it was a rental, the GPS placed him at that store at the same time those ski masks were bought. And then Vonnie meets with Flocka, Brown Eyes, and co-conspirator 2 and gave them guns, including a machine gun, which is probably a Glock with a switch. When you look at this setup, what do you think?
Man, shit. Like, damn, niggas being sloppy. Some sloppy work. Shit.
Okay, so then August 19, 2022, the day of the murder, Quando Rondo, Lul Tim, and others, they leave the hotel in a black Escalade. As they're leaving, the white BMW, driven by OTF Vonnie, with Flocka, Brown Eyes, and co-conspirator 2 are in that car. And then the white Infiniti with fake license plates start following Quando's car around. So these 2 cars followed Quando's Escalade for hours. He went to a marijuana dispensary in downtown. They followed him there. He went to a clothing store on Melrose. They followed him there. But this whole time, they didn't make any moves. They just literally spent hours just stalking him. But then Quando's car stops at a mobile gas station across the street from the Beverly Center, and Pab gets out to pump gas. The BMW pulls up, and the 3 shooters, Flocka, Brown Eyes, and co-conspirator 2, they come out of the BMW wearing black ski masks, and they open fire. At least 18 rounds get fired. Lil Pab gets killed. Quando, who's allegedly the actual target, doesn't get hit. Then the shooters run back and drive off. About an hour later, they meet up at a burger spot and they talk about the actual payment for the murder. Now, the feds know all this because there are people whose names are hidden. So I'm assuming that these people are cooperating in the whole situation, including one of the shooters. And then according to the paperwork, OTF Didi paid Flocka and Brown Eyes for their role in the murder. I used to always say in my interviews that if you have beef with somebody and you're a rapper, let's say, all you have to do is move out of your city, go to a different state, because no one would be stupid enough to get on a plane to try to kill you because there's too much paperwork and too much of a trail, and the chance of you getting away with it is zero. I said, no one would be stupid enough to do this. But Lil Durk seems to be that stupid in order to do it. Because he went and flew out 5 guys under a credit card, according to his name, put them up in hotels, flew in with a guy who got the guns, got the ski masks, and was the driver, and they go and kill a target, which they ended up even missing, and end up killing the wrong person. When you see this whole story laid out right now, how do you feel?
Shit. I really feel the same way. Like, I'd be like if you just looking at it from social media, you'd be like, Quano and them was moving sloppy for them to be able to be trailing them for this long. Then you gotta also, they was goddamn doing sloppy work by how, like you say, how they did all that credit card stuff, flying out, all that job sloppy work. Like, and you would think with all this money you'd be doing better shit or smarter shit, but shit, all that shit sloppy and stupid at the end of the day.
I mean, is this the first time you heard the whole story laid out?
Yeah. Cause like I heard the story that they told me about like what happened, but like you said, everybody ain't knew like all the stuff that's coming out.
Right. This is the federal paperwork. Now, there's rumors that a guy named OTF Jam was an informant, wore a wire. I'm not sure about any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's rumors, and he's addressing it in his own way. But this is the story that's in the federal paperwork, and this is what ultimately all those guys are going to have to fight against in order to, to get out of this. Because October 17, 2024, a grand jury returned an indictment charging Lil Durk, OTF Vonnie, OTF Didi, OTF Boogie, Flocka, and Brown Eyes with murder for hire and conspiracy to commit murder for hire resulting in the death of Lul Pab, discharge of firearms, and a machine gun in furtherance of a crime of violence resulting in death. October 24th, 2024, law enforcement arrested Vonnie, Flocka, Brown Eyes, Didi, and OTF Boogie. They executed multiple search warrants in Chicago with OTF members. So now everyone's getting arrested. Durk is not arrested yet, though. When you heard the news that a bunch of the OTF guys got arrested for murder for hire, what'd you think?
I was like, shit. Some people was on there like happy and stuff. Some people was on the internet happy and stuff. I was looking like, shit, God just put it in his own hands, cause shit, a nigga didn't really know what had really happened. But I was like, I don't wish jail on nobody, you feel me? Cause that's a horrible place. But shit, I just looked at it like God put it in his own hands. If anybody should be happy, it should be just like Paul family or Paul mama or something like that. Not people who really be playing outside. Like, y'all shouldn't be happy like people going to jail, but like his family wise, they could be happy because they probably could get some justice or something, but it's like, I don't wish jail on nobody though.